I have changed the way I'm managing my money. Hi, I'm Michelle Smith. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, welcome back. Today is going to be a really quick video. And I know I probably say that a lot, but no, this really is going to be a really quick video because I just wanted to share with you all how I am changing how I manage cash envelope stuffing. In the past, I'd have all my categories where I would spend cash, which would be my variable money. And I'd have an envelope for like groceries and personal and yada, yada, yada. And I'll link that video down below in case you're interested. However, I have discovered a new and better way. Listen, we are in the 21st century, 22nd century, whatever century we're in, it is so digital and it's so hard to manage cash. It really, really is. It's not that it's difficult to manage it per se, is that accessing things like you can't shop online with cash. And so that's a variable expense if you were to be shopping online, unless you're budgeting a very specific set amount, but we don't do that. Like Amazon is variable, okay? Anything that's not my set bills are variable. And I was finding such difficulty using cash to even buy groceries because sometimes I go to the store and it's like, oh, man, I didn't take the money out of my account yet. So anyway, now what I'm doing is I'm still keeping my little cash envelope system, but I'm using it for savings challenges now. And instead, for my groceries, my personal transportation, I am using digital cash stuffing with the app called Qube. I don't know if you've ever heard of Qube. I was just introduced to it by someone, Rosemary Grovner. She's a budget lady. Like, I'm going to link her information down below because she has a free course on how to actually use Qube and how this budgeting method is like literally like revolutionary. It really, really is. And so without further ado, let me give you a peek into my Qube app. It doesn't expose any of my account information. All it really does is you link it to your like bank account and you can transfer funds from your bank account back and forth. But unlike other apps that you would like manage your budget, you sometimes have to go in and manually do things. This literally works seamlessly with Apple Pay, I think Android Pay, and it kind of helps you think before you spend because you have to open a quote unquote cube, which is an envelope. And it makes you really kind of pause because you can't spend until you open that cube and decide, okay, from this cube that has $150 in it, I'm going to take and spend 45. Like, it kind of really does it's like a psychological thing. It really makes you think before you spend, and it helps you to not overspend. Plus, you can set up cubes with money. Let's say you have a $500 grocery budget. You can set up cubes where you have your grocery budget and you have your future groceries. So like, let's say you want to break that $500 down over, 4 weeks. You take 1 week's worth of money and put it in the cube for grocery, and the rest is in future cube, and then you can just transfer between cubes. Also, you can do direct deposit into it. You could literally manage all of your money. You could pay your bills, everything. I'm not going to use this for my bills. I'd rather keep my regular bank, but they are an FDIC insured and they're a bank as well. And I will link Qube down below. I don't know if it's called Qube or Qube, whatever the case may be, because it's spelled Qube. I'm just calling it Qube. Whatever the case may be, if you've never heard of it, if you've never seen it in action, take a look at my Qube account, and this is how it all works.
So upon opening the app on my phone, Qube, here is a summary page with the spending and how I have things allocated by Qube. Then there's the overview, which you can click through. Everyone gets this, where your funding is coming from. There's place to go where you will move money from your bank, from a card, or from Qube to Qube. So an internal transfer. So like here, all of my spending is in one section, and then there's bills in another. I'm not really using the bills section, so let's look at spending. So here are my buckets, and so for example, $40 I have allocated. But let's say I want to spend it, I'd have to open up that Qube by clicking open Qube, or I could transfer from that Qube to another Qube. The great part about this is psychologically, it really helps you to think about your spending. So as you can see there, when it turns blue and green at the top, that means I've opened the Qube and I want to spend from it. Closing it up right now and going back to the beginning. So this time it really is a very easy process. I have just very few Qubes. But once you spend, there's an activity section, and that section is where you'll see where you spent money from. And it helps you to really be very mindful of, what you're spending and how much you're spending, just like when you're using a regular cash envelope system. So this is it. This is a great system. I find that I am not overspending, and, I highly recommend it.
Okay, so that's it. Do you see how easy that was? Like it takes a little bit of time to kind of like understand it, but it's actually really very easy. And so anyway, this video is now 4 minutes. And so I am signing out. I really did want to make this a quick one. And so I hope that you take a look at Qube and see if it can help you in any way to do your cash stuffing in a digital manner. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless you.